Hi there, you're here with Australian universities. Today we're exploring the University of Newcastle, Australia, the well-rounded uni serving the people of Newcastle, the second largest city in New South Wales after Sydney. Find out why studying here is very affordable and great if you love nature and a coastal lifestyle.
University of Newcastle, Australia.
This university offers a bit of everything, including a top 20 ranking in Australia. But what attracts many students to the University of Newcastle is the lifestyle. You can live much more cheaply than in Sydney, where housing costs are high, and at the same time, enjoy the sunny outdoors for free. Could Newcastle Uni provide the right balance for you? Affordability, a coastal lifestyle, and your preferred degree. Let's look at the numbers and student experiences to see what the university offers and what life in Newcastle is really like for students from Australia and overseas. Now let's talk about courses. The first thing to note is that it's quite easy to gain entry into the University of Newcastle. It can't be elite as it's the only uni in the city, 2 hours north of Sydney, and home to close to 500,000 people. The university's role is to support and educate all students in the area. The average minimum ATAR to gain admission is 63, with cutoffs of 62 for arts, 65 for business, and 62 for science degrees. These are fairly low, with 50 generally considered the bare minimum to be a uni student in Australia. For international students, the university typically requires an IELTS score of 6.0 for bachelor programs and 6.5 for postgraduate courses. Some programs, such as those in health and education, have tougher requirements. The most popular degrees at the university are in health, arts, education, and engineering. While many students are also doing business courses, the proportion is lower than at most universities. Many young men in the Newcastle region go straight into trades, mining, or apprenticeships rather than to uni. That helps explain why around 58% of students at Newcastle Uni are female. The university's biggest programs are in health and social sciences, which attract mostly women, while areas like business and IT are relatively small. Just under 20% of students are international. Fewer overseas students come here compared with universities in Sydney or Melbourne, perhaps because the city has a smaller profile overseas. The university's world ranking, around the 300 mark, also means it's not a major global draw on reputation alone. But the quality of education is similar to what you'd find at other Australian universities. Based on surveys of recent graduates, student satisfaction rates at the university are close to national averages. The main campus of Newcastle Uni is slightly inland in the suburb of Callaghan. Most of the university's 35,000 students go here. It's set within bushland and wetlands, with trees and wildlife forming part of the campus. Unfortunately, the nearby swamps also mean mosquitoes can be bothersome at times during the warmer months. The accommodation options here are excellent. Students who live on campus often stay in the group of high-rise buildings known as the towers. They rise above the trees near the centre of campus and house more than 1,000 students. Life here is social, with shared kitchens and common spaces that make it easy to meet people. Living in the towers puts you close to classes, food outlets, and the main student facilities. Many students choose to live just outside the campus in the nearby suburbs of Jesmond, Birmingham Gardens, and North Lambton. These areas have plenty of affordable share houses and apartments. It's one of the few unis in Australia where you can still find cheap housing within walking distance. Parking is another advantage of studying here. There's a large amount of student parking spread across the Callaghan campus, and much of it is free or low cost. That's rare for a university of this size. It means students can drive in without worrying about high parking fees or long walks. You can also live some distance from campus and still have an easy commute. The campus has its own train station about 10 minutes away on foot. It connects Callaghan with Newcastle city centre and suburbs along the Hunter Line. giving students a convenient public transport option as well. A big part of uni life in Newcastle is the beach, or should I say, beaches. The city sits right on the coast, with a string of beaches running along the edge of town. Even if you don't go every week, the beach lifestyle is influential here. It shapes how people spend their free time and gives the city an easygoing vibe. From the main campus at Callaghan, it's about a 15 to 20-minute drive to the ocean. Bar Beach is usually the first stop for students. It's safe, patrolled, and has a grassy area above the sand where people meet up in the afternoons. If you're new to Australia, the basics are simple. The sun is strong, so sunscreen is essential, and always swim between the red and yellow flags. You don't have to surf or sunbake to enjoy it. Newcastle's beaches are part of what makes studying here feel a bit like a holiday, even when you're busy with uni. A few minutes further south of Bar Beach is Merewether, Newcastle's most famous surf spot, with big ocean baths built beside the rocks and the Surf House Cafe overlooking the waves. The council posts daily updates online about surf conditions and crowds. From the city campus, you can actually reach the beach in just a few minutes on foot. It's a short walk down King Street or Scott Street to Newcastle Beach, with Nobby's a little further along the foreshore. The city campus of Newcastle Uni is for students studying business, law, creative industries, and music. It includes the New Space building near the centre of town, the Q building a short walk away, the Conservatorium of Music, and University House. Some of these buildings were constructed only recently and feature the university's newest learning and studio spaces. Living in the city gives you a different experience from Callaghan. You're surrounded by city life instead of bushland. Parking is limited and often expensive, but the beach is within walking distance. Students often rent in nearby suburbs such as Cooks Hill, Newcastle East, and Merewether, where you can take a short bus or light rail ride to class. Public transport links are good. A free university shuttle runs between Callaghan and the city campus during semester. The light rail stops right outside New Space at Civic Station, and trains connect through Newcastle Interchange to the rest of the city and to Sydney. So, what's our verdict on the University of Newcastle? Actually, we think this uni is probably underrated as a study destination. Students generally receive a good education here, one that provides a platform for a successful career. The university performs solidly in world rankings, sitting within the top 1%. And the teaching quality, while not necessarily outstanding, is comparable with the prestigious unis in the big cities. What UON offers is an authentic Australian education without a heavy price tag. If you don't care about being part of a city with millions of people, this place is worth a look. You can find affordable accommodation and actually park on campus. You can enjoy a healthy outdoor lifestyle too, with great access to a fantastic selection of beaches. Uni life also has plenty to offer. People in Newcastle don't take themselves too seriously and are usually up for a good time. The culture is down to earth, shaped by a mix of heavy industry and the beach environment. There's no pretense. More than 100 clubs and societies operate through the university, offering abundant opportunities to connect with others. And the campus vibe may even be stronger without the pull of a major city drawing people's energy elsewhere. Overall, there are few downsides to choosing Newcastle Uni and plenty of upsides. If you're not too concerned about prestige or big city life, this may be the Australian university for you.